Alright, you flashy fools, before we begin today's lessons, I want to talk about remote participation and daily challenges. As you know, participation has always been an important thing in my class, and just because we're doing a remote learning system right now doesn't mean it is still not important to me. So, yesterday we did our meme master competition. Today we're going to be voting on who has the best memes, so shout out to everyone who submitted a meme. We have 8 of them to vote on. There's 2 questions. First, you're going to choose all of the memes that you think are good. So for the first question, you can choose a multiple. And then for the second question, choose your favorite, your very top, which one you think is the best. And then those people will be announced today. In addition to the survey, I'm going to be sending out a different challenge every single day. I'm going to be mixing it up, trying to make sure I have a wide variety of tasks that people will want to do and to keep it interesting for you. Make sure you are participating. Make sure you are getting those points. As always, the extra credit comes easily as long as you're willing to do the work. Next, we made an adjustment in grading. I wanted to make sure to point that out to you. Before, we were grading it for every single assignment every day would be 4 points. I did some thinking about it and realized that's kind of a lot. So we're going to be adjusting it to reflect how you're being graded on the actual explore task out of 8 points. So yesterday's assignment was worth 1 point. That's row 1. Today's assignment will be worth 3 points because 2C encompasses rows 3 through 5. So make sure you are completing those. I will be updating your grades by today. Alright, so let's take a look at the performance task, or the Explore Performance Task rubric. For row 3, it says identifies at least one effect of the identified or described computing innovation. Make sure that is a general effect that you are writing down using the prompts that I'm going to be going over in just a bit. Scrolling down, let's look at row 4. For row 4, you need to, in addition to that default effect, you need another beneficial and a harmful effect. So at this point, you're going to have 3 different effects. You're going to have one default effect, and then identify a second beneficial effect and a third harmful effect. And then finally, for row 5, you're going to explain how one of those 3 identified effects relates to society, economy, or culture. Make sure you're clear with that. I'm going to go over to the document that Ms. Lugo prepared for us. Again, here you can see that we're talking about that default effect. And then we're going to skip down to how you are going to write about it. So make sure you are adding this prompt in here, a beneficial effect that device has or had, and then how it relates to economy, society, or culture. And then you're going to do that again for the harmful effect. And then you're going to do that one more time or in the actual other 3, making sure that you show how it relates to society, economy, or culture. I also want to point out that both in the rubric and in the document, there are highlighted ways that you can make sure that it relates and connects to the impact on society, economy, and culture. Make sure to check that out in both. The final thing I'll say before heading out is that before I told people not to submit their work, but it seems like 1, people are not listening, and 2, they are not reading. So even if you submit your work, you're going to continue to edit this version of your document. I'm not going to attach another one in any of the future assignments. I will post the assignment, but I will not post the documents. This is the only document you should be working in right here from Monday, 3/16/20. Make sure you're submitting it, and if you're submitting it, you are unsubmitting it so that you can continue editing the same document. All right. Heading out, plus Ultra.